Hello everyone, I am Vijay and today we are going to install Tailwind CSS into our React.js app. So let us see how we can do that. First of all, we will be installing our React.js app and then we will proceed with the installation of Tailwind CSS. If you have already installed your React.js app or else if you are having a React app which is currently working, then you can skip the installation of React app and you can move ahead with the Tailwind installation part. So let us see how we can do that. First of all, I will be installing my React app using Vite. So to install React app using Vite, I will be using this command which is npm create vite@latest. So let me copy that and I have created an empty folder named projects. Here I will be installing my React app. So let me open my VS Code here, open with code. Also you can open the VS Code and using the file menu you can open this folder. So you can see that my projects folder is opened in the VS Code. Here I will be using terminal. So let us open the terminal, new terminal. You can also drag the terminal from the below, like from the bottom you can drag the terminal. It will open up the same way. So let us paste the code npm run or npm create vite@latest. I have pasted the code, then enter. It will ask some questions regarding the project, like about the name and what framework we will be using, like project name. Let me type in a simple name like front end. Then it is asking me to select a framework, so let me select React as my framework. Then for simplicity I will be going with JavaScript, plain JavaScript. So yes, our app is installed. You can see front end and we are having this folder structure. So to run this app, first of all we have to change directory into our app, like cd into our app. Without that we can't run our app because our terminal is now present in this projects directory. We have to enter into our app directory, like whatever name we have given it, like front end. So we have to write cd front end. You can press tab so that it can auto complete. So yes, if we press enter, now you can see our terminal is currently inside our app front end. Here we can do these following commands, run these following commands, which is npm install and npm run dev. If you run these commands outside the app, like in the projects directory, like here, if you run the commands, it will not work because it will not recognize, it doesn't have any package.json file. So it is, many people get error here, like they can't run their app or they could not install anything. So make sure you are inside your app, like you cd into your app. After that you run all these commands like npm install and npm run dev. This is very common mistake beginners make. So let us do npm install or npm I is the shorthand for install. So let us wait till the node modules get installed. Yes, it is complete now. So let us move ahead with the running of our app, npm run dev. Let us run our app npm run dev. So our app is running on this port, which is localhost 5173. You can control click here, or you can open through your browser. Like if I go into my browser and open a new tab, here if I write like localhost 5173, then you can see here our app is running fine. One more step which I like to do is to clean up this app, like it has a lot of pre-written stuff. So we'll be removing all this pre-written stuff and we'll be making it an empty boilerplate. So for now I'll be minimizing this terminal. Let us look at this folder structure. In a public directory we are having this Vite svg, so I don't need this. In the src folder we are having this react svg, we do not need this. In app.css, all this pre-written css we do not need. Same happens for the index.css. And in the app.jsx we can see here we are using this svgs which we do not have now. So I am removing this, and also for now I don't need any use state hook, so I am removing it. Also I will be removing this use state use case here, and I'll be moving all this pre-written JSX and simply returning a div which contains hello world. Hello world. So that's all. Let me format it. So that's all about this app.css, app.jsx, sorry. Index.css, we have already cleaned it. Main.jsx, we do not need to change anything here, and pretty much it. In the index.html part, we can change this like title, like we can give it Tailwind guide, something like that, and we can remove this fav icon. We have, because we have removed this Vite.svg. So yeah, that's all. We have cleaned our React app. You can also see here it has reloaded several times while we were cleaning. So let us check in our browser. So this is the current state of our app. So many of you might be having this React app, or you might be in the middle of any project. So let us start the installation of Tailwind CSS. To install Tailwind CSS, let us type in Tailwind CSS. Then we can see here this is the official documentation of Tailwind CSS, tailwindcss.com. Let us open that, or we can see here this is the official documentation. Here if we go to the docs section, we can find here get started with Tailwind CSS. They have given the installation steps for each method, like if we use Tailwind CLI, use post CSS, framework guides, play CDN. Play CDN is like if you want to use Tailwind, uh, just provide the script like the CDN links, and Tailwind will run in your app. But this is basically for the development purpose. So we'll be focusing on framework guides. Tailwind CLI is for when you are using a plain HTML CSS, then you can use this Tailwind CLI. For now, we'll be focusing on framework guides. You can see here they have provided a lot of frameworks. So one of them is Create React app, which is deprecated now in the official React documents. Also, they have like suggested us to use some like local development server like Vite or Next.js. They have mentioned there. So as we have installed our React app using Vite, so we'll be going ahead. So we'll go with Vite only. You can also, if you have installed your app using Create React app, then you can go through these steps. Like if you click here, you can see what all steps they have given, like step 1, step 2. These are pretty much basic steps you can follow and install your Tailwind CSS. For now, we'll be going with Vite. So let us click on that. This is the install Tailwind CSS with Vite page. So here they have provided all these steps, which is very easy. We can follow these steps and we can easily install our Tailwind CSS into our React app. So let us see. First of all, they have told us to create your project, which we have already done. So using create Vite, we have already done that. Next step is to install Tailwind CSS. So one by one, copy the code. Like you can copy both at once, but we'll be copying one by one so that you can see what all things are happening at the backend. Install. First of all, let us copy this first command. So I've copied it. Let us go to our terminal. So for now, I will be closing my app. So to close your app, just you can press Ctrl C. Terminate batch job. Yes. So we are again back to our terminal. You can also close your app, like killing the terminal also you can do that. So yeah, let us run that command. In terminal, if you right click also, the copied value will be pasted here. So I have right click and see the copied text has been pasted. So let us click enter. Shortly your Tailwind CSS installation will begin. Like all these modules, Tailwind CSS, Post CSS, Auto Prefixer, these all things will be installed. Let us wait till the installation finishes. It is done. So let us move on to the next command, which is npx Tailwind CSS init-p. Let us copy that and just simply right click on it. It will paste and then press enter. This will create some new files, like it will be creating config file for Tailwind CSS. Let us wait for that. Yes, you can see here it has created these new files, post CSS and tailwind config.js. So Let us see what all they have told. So our second step is complete, that is to install these packages. Let us move on to the third step, that is configure your template path. So basically it is telling us that whenever we change our index file or source file, anything inside our source file which is matching these extensions like JS or TypeScript, JSX, it will reload, or it will tell the development server to reload the page, or you can say like load all the Tailwind CSS classes, you can say that. So let us copy this whole thing. Just they have told, if you see the config file, let us see the config file. You can see the config file which looks similar to that. So they have only changed this content path. So for simplicity, just copy all this thing and replace it with your config file. So let us do that. So I have replaced everything in the config file with that provided in the website. So that is also done. Step 3. Let us move on to the step 4. They have told us to add this add @ tailwind directives, each of tailwind's layer, to your source index.css file. So let us do that. Just copy all these things and we have to add these to our index.css file. So let us paste it here. That is also done. And at last they have told us to build the process or just simply run the app. So that's all about the Tailwind installation. Let us see if it is working or not. Also, I will suggest you to install an extension so that you can get some what do I say, like suggestions regarding the Tailwind classes. Like you cannot remember all the classes. I will suggest you to install an extension, that is Tailwind CSS. So this is the extension by tailwindcss.com, like the official extension from the official Tailwind CSS only. So this is the extension Tailwind CSS IntelliSense. I will suggest you to install this extension so that while typing the Tailwind code you can get the suggestions, and like it is very much helpful like during the colors, like in the fonts, custom fonts. So it is very much helpful. After you have done that, let us see if the Tailwind is working or not. So first of all, let me run the app. Make sure you are inside your app, like we are inside front end. It means we are inside the terminal. Inside front end means we are inside our app. Here we can do npm run dev. Let us do that, npm run dev. So yes, in the same way it started in that port, localhost 5173. Let us see how it looks. So here is our app, localhost 5173. You can see here the text has been changed a little bit. Like first of previously it was not having that kind of look. Let us see if the Tailwind classes are working or not. If you already know CSS, like normal CSS, if you already know, then I would say that you already know Tailwind, but you are not familiar with the classes. Just go through the documentation, you will learn everything about it, like how to use the classes. So let us see, let us add some classes, like simply add class name. uh, let us make this text look something bigger. To do that, let us add some classes of Tailwind. Text uh, 2xl. Like if you're not getting suggestion, then you can press control space so that you can get the suggestion. Like if I write text and press control space, then you can see all these uh, Tailwind classes I am getting as my suggestion. Like if I want to do uh, text center, text right, text justify, and you can see these are the font size, like text access, text base. You can see the respective size in rems or pixels in the right side. So for now we'll be going with text 2xl, which is of size 1.5 rem, and let us see if it is applied onto our website. Yes, it is. It looks quite bigger now. Let us let us give it a 4xl size, and then you can give like text. If I give cyan, and you can see here I am getting these suggestions of colors. Like if I give a cyan of 700, then you can see the text has been changed. Like it is not looking that much great. So let us add some like amber color, like text amber, like I'm not getting suggestion here. So if I press control space, I will get the suggestion text amber. If I give 500, then you can see like that amber or orange thing here. So this is Tailwind. Like if I show you some more demo, if I give, let me create some divs and give it a property of flex. Like if I create a div and inside that I will be creating 3 divs, div 1, and if I copy paste these divs, div 2, div 3, then I'm giving it a class. Like if I can give class altogether, like class, and here I can give a height of 20, sorry, a height of 20 and width of 20. Also I can give the bg as something. See, you can see here all the suggestions. Like I can give bg as not amber, I can give red 400, kind of that. And for the parent div I can give it a class of flex, and I can give a gap of like 5, and you can see it has been applied. So you can also check, like if I give margin padding, like if I give mx2, mx2 means I'm giving it a margin of 2 in the both side, like in the left and right I'm giving it a margin of 0.5 rem. If I give my of 10, this means in the y-axis I'm giving the margin as 10 to the entire div, obviously. So if I give my10 to this divs, this parent div, you can see in the both the axis it is getting the 10, like in the margin top it is 2.5 rem and margin bottom it is 2.5 rem. So this is about the Tailwind installation into a React app. Also, if you come here, like if you visit this documentation, you can see how you can add your custom fonts and custom colors. Like you can see here, they're given the customization. Like if I want to give some custom colors, if you scroll down, then you will find how to give your custom colors. Like you can use the Tailwind config file to give your custom colors here. So here you can see in the colors section you can give all the colors. Then for the font you can do the same. So let us see one example how we can give the custom colors. So they have told us to change this, like in the theme section I can add colors and I can give the color name and the whichever color I want. So from the color hunt, let us go to a website which is color hunt. Here you can find palette of colors. So here from there I will be selecting one color. Let us select this color. So I've copied the hex code, and in my VS Code, let me open the config file which is tailwind config.js. Here you can see our theme. See here you can provide colors, like you can see they have provided. It is suggesting me about colors. So let us write colors. Then I can create an object. Here I can specify my color name, which is like let us say a rose pink kind of color. It looks similar to rose pink, and I can specify here the hex code hashtag and this. So here I have created the custom colors. So here I have created a custom color. To use this custom color I can use, like here if I come and if I do bg, then if I give rose pink, there you can see bg rose pink has been added. Previously it was not there. And if I go to my website, then you can see here the bg rose pink has been added to the entire div background. And if I remove, just if I simply remove this, and if I add it to my text, then text, then bg, sorry, text, then rose, the name of the color. If I space control control then space bar, then you can see all the suggestions here. All these things are pre-written or the Tailwind stuff which they have provided, but this is our custom stuff, that is rose pink. If I press enter, I have given the class of text rose pink, and if we see the text, you can see the rose pink has been applied here. Also you can apply like various classes uh, uh, like font bold, so that your font looks more bolder. See, so that's all about this video, where I have shown you how to install Tailwind CSS into your React.js app. Thanks for watching. If you like this video, consider subscribing to my channel and also hitting the like button. If you have any questions, leave your questions in form of comments in the comment section below, and stay tuned for more helpful tutorials. Until then, keep learning.